It's more than just football, it's orange power. 12 bowl game victories, 26 All-Americans, 2 members of the NFL Hall of Fame, and the 1988 Heisman Trophy winner. Can you feel it? Inside Cowboy Football starts right now.
Welcome to Inside Cowboy Football. I'm Dave Hunziker. You could sense that the intensity level was up a notch or maybe even 2 as the Cowboys took the field for their final non-conference game against Troy in Boone-Pickens Stadium. And it was indeed a wild and rowdy atmosphere. A record crowd of more than 52,000 was on hand to watch the Cowboys dominate the Troy Trojans on both sides of the football as OSU rolled to a 55-24 victory. Coming up, all the highlights, comments from head coach Mike Gundy as we take you through the victory over the Trojans on Inside Cowboy Football.
Inside Cowboy Football.
We're back on Inside Cowboy Football and joined by OSU head coach Mike Gundy after the Cowboys' 55-24 victory over Troy. And as we explore the first half of the entire game, a quick start. First possession of the game, you take it right down to the end zone and score. And talk about the importance of starting that way.
We felt like we needed to have a fast start in all 3 phases, offensively, defensively, and special teams, because we didn't start fast last year. And we needed to take it to them. And best I remember in the post-game conference last year, you know, I was concerned because I thought they were tougher than we were, that they out-hit us throughout the game. And we had a lot of turnovers and didn't play very well, but as a coach or as a coaching staff, we take a lot of pride in being the toughest team on the field. And we challenged our team in the last couple of weeks, and you know, they practiced with some quiet confidence, and they hit them right from the start. And they started fast in all areas, especially defensively. Offensively, obviously, we moved it down and scored. Had some nice plays on special teams early, so I was really proud of them as a group effort.
So you wouldn't call it revenge, rather you would say making up for what you thought was physically a disappointing effort a year ago down in Troy.
Well, just the toughness. Physically, they out-hit us. They hit harder than we did, but we didn't handle the conditions. It was wet. We had the lightning delay, playing on the road. We just didn't handle ourselves well, coaches or players. And so I really didn't want to get into the revenge part of it. I don't believe in that. I believe in, we as a staff believe in preparation and hard work and understanding what we're trying to accomplish and being tough in that way more so than the revenge factor. And I was really proud of them because we challenged them in that way and they stood tall. And I think they really worked hard as a group and came together.
35 first half points. Des Bryant, I think, had 6 catches for 113 yards in the first half. Zach Robinson was 13 of 14 passing in the first half. Were you surprised at how available the passing game was for your offense? And talk about how all of that unfolded.
Troy concerns themselves with stopping the run. From our standpoint as offensive coaches, they're going to bring an extra guy down the box. They play an 8-man front out of a little different style of play. And they've had a lot of success with it. I mean, you have to give them credit. Just go back and check. You know, people haven't run the ball a lot of these guys. Well, last week, Ohio State rushed for not a lot of yards and their tailback had 1 carry of 9 yards, and that was it. So we challenged the team with that we want to run the football when people know that we're going to run the football. And from this point on, we played faster teams that are stronger and have more depth. But we felt like our goal as an offense was to wear them down and be tougher than them physically. We think that our offensive line's in good condition. We're really proud of what Coach Glass does in the weight room. We think that's an advantage for us. And then defensively, we wanted to not give up big plays. They had big plays against us last year. We wanted to hit them hard. We knew they were going to make some plays. Their style of offense gives them a chance to move the ball and score some points. But when they did it, when they caught the ball for an 8 or 10 yard gain, we wanted to hit them, and I felt like we did. And then in special teams, last year they had the big punt return. So we wanted to make up for that this year and take care of all 3 phases.
Instead, you're talking about big plays that Troy made on defense down in Troy. Your defense made big plays, 3 turnovers in the game, and as we talk about the first half, you had 2 of those in the first half, and one of which really stopped a scoring drive that led to points for your team.
Well, turnovers are key. We talk about this every week, and I know at times people think it's just coaches talk, but if you win the turnover battle, then obviously you get more chances to score than they do. If you tackle well, and then you make big plays on offense, and then be sound in special teams, and our defense forced turnovers, gave the ball back to our offense, which then in turn puts them back on the field more. So at that point, we have a chance to fatigue them up front. Our running backs are running the ball well, try to wear them down.
The kickoff from Michael Taylor. From right to left, it's a deep end-over-end kick, taken 2 yards deep in the end zone by Bryant. Out he comes, straight ahead to the 10, cuts to his right to the 20, right sideline to the 30, and Robinson in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Zach takes a snap, hands it off to Hunter, running on the left side to midfield, bounces to the 45. Zach takes a snap, throws a shovel pass to Toaston, blockers in front to the 20, spins at the 17. Zach takes a snap, fakes a handoff, sets up, throws over the middle. The pass is caught by Des Bryant in the end zone. Pistols firing. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to DeJuan Harris, the fullback, and he's smothered and stopped for no gain. And on 3rd and 9, Hampton takes a shotgun snap, throws a screen left side, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 12, and Robinson fakes a handoff, dumps it out in the right flat. It's caught by Mosley. On 2nd and 5, Hampton takes a snap, throws over the middle. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Hampton in the shotgun takes a snap. Here comes a blitz. He's under pressure. The pass deflected and intercepted by Jacob Lacey at the 45-yard line of Oklahoma State. Robinson takes a shotgun snap. He'll keep it on the zone read, trying to get to the right side of the 10, and he lowers his head and falls out of bounds near a first down on the right side. And Robinson takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Hunter up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone. Takes a snap, hands it off to DeJuan Harris, hit in the backfield, bounces off, then hit again, and dropped at the line of scrimmage, and Hampton throws it out in the left flat. It's caught by Jernigan. The ball comes loose at the 25-yard line, and who has it? There's a big pile at the 26, and who has it? On 1st and 15 from midfield, and Robinson back to pass, sets up, throws it out in the left flat. It's caught by the tight end Jamal Mosley. Up the left sideline to the 40, hands it off to Hunter, left side around into the 30, 25, down the left sideline and knocked out of bounds. Zach takes a snap, drops back, sets up, fires over the middle. The pass is caught by Des Bryant, and he takes it into the end zone. Pistols firing. 1st and 10 Cowboys from the Trojan 44. Zach takes a snap, fakes a handoff, drops back, pumps again, throws it deep down the middle to Des Bryant, and he makes a leaping catch at the 10, breaks a tackle and takes it into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown Oklahoma State, the 3rd of the night for Des Bryant. This is a high, short pooch kick. Be fielded by an up man at the 25 right side to the 30, 35. It's Bo Johnson to the 40 and all the way up to the Cowboy 45-yard line. Timeouts left for the Cowboys as Robinson takes a shotgun snap, throws a shovel pass to Hunter, to midfield to the 45, cuts to the middle to the 40 in Troy territory. Zach takes a snap, blitz coming. Zach pumps, sets up, throws left sideline. It's caught by Damian Davis. Zach takes a snap, blitz coming, hands it off to Hunter, big hole up the middle to the 10, makes a cut to the 5, and he takes it into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown Oklahoma State. Kendall Hunter.
You're watching Inside Cowboy Football.
Welcome back. The Colorado game provided some of the most memorable plays from Barry Sanders' 1988 Heisman Trophy winning season. Here's a look at that big Oklahoma State victory in Boulder.
It was nip and tuck ball game. I remember a couple things. It was nip and tuck. I believe it was 3rd and 1 from about midfield, and maybe in the 3rd quarter. They jump in. We line up in 2 tights with 2 tight ends, 2 backs, 1 wide out. They get in some form, as best I remember, almost a goal line look in front. We turn around and toss the ball and run the sweep. He gets them outflanked and hits the sidelines, and it's all over with. I mean, it was where they gambled a little bit and subbed with us, but once we broke the line of scrimmage, it was just, I mean, he outran a safety, if best I remember, but it was all over with. Sports Illustrated was there that day and did a pretty big spread on the ball game. I remember one of the pictures that they had run full color picture. Sanders jumping over the top on the goal line, and he was actually parallel to the ground over the heads of all the Colorado linebackers who were standing up. You know, I remember one of their fans getting on me who classically thought we were trying to run the score up, and we had Sanders out of the ball game in the fourth quarter. I don't even play the fourth quarter in that ball game. But, I mean, still with people, when Sanders broke the line of scrimmage, there could be a guy literally in the hole and he couldn't tackle Sanders.
Well, I remember most about that game. We had a 4th and 1 on the 50-yard line, and we were in a tight formation, and everybody jumped inside, and we tossed the ball to him going around the left, and he took it the distance and blew the game open at that particular time. The game was relatively close when he did that. There was one player out there that had a chance to tackle him. I don't think he even touched him. So I just remember him taking the game over on that 4th and 1. You know, nothing affected him. Injuries didn't affect him. Location of weather. Barry was very competitive in a quiet way, and outside circumstances didn't affect him.
High altitude and a hostile crowd didn't slow Barry Sanders down in Boulder on October 8th. Sanders scored 4 touchdowns, including a 65-yarder, as the Cowboys beat the Buffaloes 41-21. Sanders had 174 yards on 24 carries.
Barry Sanders was obviously a tremendous playmaker during his Oklahoma State career, and the Cowboys have an emerging playmaker of some significance in sophomore wide receiver Dez Bryant. On this week's Front and Center piece, we talked to Dez and asked him about his growing comfort as he's progressed along during his sophomore season at OSU.
I was a little nervous, you know, coming in. I was knowing there was going to be a big change from high school, so, you know, about like close to the end of the season, I started catching on, started playing good, and that's how I got my confidence. I was ready for next year.
Coach Gundy says you're fearless. That's why he thinks you're so good. I'm sure one of many reasons why he likes how you play. Is being fearless something that's learned? Is it something that just comes naturally? How does someone become a fearless wide receiver?
I would have to say it's natural because I've been playing football like this my whole life, and I feel like that if I have to make that play, you know, I got to make that play.
Is that just something that comes, though, from your upbringing, something that maybe brothers or sisters, people you played with when you were young, where it was either toughen up or get out of the way?
Oh, when I was younger, you know, I always played with the older guys, and I think that pretty much made me a lot better.
Had you returned punts much prior to this season? Did you do it in high school?
Oh, I did it just a couple of times, not much, you know. This is the most I've never done it.
And you obviously like it based on your performance.
Oh, yes, sir. I like it a lot. I feel comfortable back there. You know, I never was nervous back there anytime, any point.
Why is that, do you think?
Because I guess I'm just a fearless person.
You've got a big set of hands. I mean, obviously you know how to use them, but does that come in handy?
Oh, yes, sir. It come in handy. You know, I was always told, you know, sometimes when I'm catching the ball, some people feel like those catches aren't supposed to be made, but I look at it as like it just, you know, just natural. It don't look hard to me.
Big game for Dez Bryant again. Your thoughts on Dez?
Dez's greatest attribute is he'll go across the middle and take the ball, and he loves to play football. You know, it's a whirlwind with Dez every day, just because of his personality, and we have so much fun with him. He's playing better without the ball, but he loves to play football, and he'll compete. And he blocked tonight. He went in and did a nice job blocking the safeties and really got in there and punished them. And then he makes so many plays catching the ball, but he makes a lot of those plays going across the middle because he plays fearless, and that's why he has the success that he does.
Coming up, second half highlights when Inside Cowboy Football continues in a moment. Welcome back to Inside Cowboy Football. Head coach Mike Gundy of Oklahoma State is with us as now we take a look at the second half. And first possession on defense, 3 plays and out. First possession on offense, a tidy, nice little 99-yard touchdown drive, all running plays. Discuss the beginning to the second half, if you would, on both sides of the football.
Well, it's important to start the second half like you do the first half. You know, it's funny how games work, where players divide the game and you have momentum going in, but you can lose that momentum real fast in the second half if you're not careful. So it's a great stop by our defense in the second half. And then They got a good break, in my opinion, on the kicking game. They kicked a ball, and Dez couldn't get to it, and it bounced around, and then it hit on the nose of the ball and rolled all the way down. It put us on actually about the 2-inch line, and offensively, we're able to get a first down. You know, we had to sneak it off, and then we're able to run a little outside zone play, and then able to run a draw. And of course, Kendall makes a big play, and we get a first down.
Two other thoughts: 216 yards rushing in the second half. And then also Matt Fodge, when the game's, you know, pretty much in control, you're up 21 points, but Troy's trying to sneak back in it. Fake punt, runs for a first down. So he's involved in that 216 yards of rushing in the second half.
You know, I was giving Kevin, our director of media relations, a hard time. We didn't have him on the rushing list or on the stats. But really a nice play on his part. He had 18. He could have got 28, but he stepped out of bounds, which is probably pretty smart on his part. But again, Curtis Looper handles our punt team, and Joe DeForest is our coordinator, and they work together and come up with schemes every week, and they had a nice plan there, and the players had practiced it, and it's very well executed, and at a big time in the game, you know, to kind of take the stinger away from them.
One final thought to crowd, a record crowd on hand at Boone Pickens Stadium. What did that mean?
Well, just as a graduate and an ex-player, more so than as a head coach. I mean, I'm just so proud of the fans and what they've done here from Houston and Missouri State in the rain. And then again tonight, you know, 52-5 or whatever it was. It was tremendous. I know the players enjoyed it. And the students showed up. I mean, there's a lot more students there. They have to be, that or they're dispersing them differently. But golly, there's a lot of students there, and then it looks full, and they're loud, and the fans are wearing the orange, and that's so important that everybody wears orange. We want that entire stadium to be orange. And the players really enjoy it, and it just makes us proud to be Oklahoma State graduates and Oklahoma State people to see what's going on with our stadium.
Cowboys are 4 for 5 on third downs. Robinson fakes the throw, hands it off to Hunter, up the middle on the draw, and he takes it all the way up to the 11-yard line. Robinson takes a shotgun snap, runs the option to the right, pitches it to Hunter. Right side 25, 30, down the right sideline to the 40, makes a cut to the 45, breaks a tackle in Troy territory, and he's finally tackled all the way down at the Troy 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, Zach hands it off to Tostin, running around right in to the 30, makes a cut to the 25, and is tackled. 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Hand off to Tostin. He squirts his way past the goal line and into the end zone. Jamie Hampton in the shotgun. Cowboys show the blitz. Linebackers creeping up, and here they come. Hampton, quick throw over the middle, incomplete. Boy, the pressure was coming from Patrick Levine. Zach takes a snap, hands it off to Tostin. Off right tackle, big hole to the 25 to the 30. Makes a cut to the 35 to the 40. Zach takes a snap, hands it off to Hunter. Off right tackle, big hole to the 20. Makes a cut to the 15, still on his feet to the 10. 22-yard field goal attempt coming up. Kick is on the way, and it's good. 1st and 10, Troy from its own 41. Hampton takes a snap, swings it out in the right flat, caught by Silvoy. Advances the ball up to the 20 or to the 45 of Troy with 10 men on the line of scrimmage, and now Fodge is going to run it again. Running on the right side, and nobody out there. Fodge to the 40, first down to the 45, and he steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 16-yard gain, 1st and 10, Oklahoma State, and Robinson back to pass. Sets up, throws deep right side, the pass is caught. Robinson takes a snap, hands it off to Tostin, makes a cut to the 25, breaks a tackle at the 22, and he pushes the pile down to about the 20-yard line. From the right hash mark, snap back, ball down, kick on the way, and it's good. Hampton in the shotgun, 1st and 10, takes a snap, drops back, pass is tipped, and it's intercepted by Jeremiah Price down the left side and tackled at the 20-yard line. Robinson takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Tostin. Left side to the 10, to the 5, and he takes it into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Keith Tostin.
We're back for a final time with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy, and next week you open up conference play against Texas A&M.
Well, as we talked about earlier, it gets better each week. You know, league play, team coming in that is going to be able to run, and got a new coaching staff, so we don't know a lot about them. But our team's very excited about being 4-0. But we still talk about you're only as good as your next game. You enjoy those wins, but you got to prepare well and get ready for the next one. I don't think there's any question in college football days that they're ready every Saturday.
For head coach Mike Gundy and our entire Inside Cowboy football crew, I'm Dave Hunziker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.